Split.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Use the play fake, down a throw. The sure hands, it's Moore. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Get this shit.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback.
Yeah, they're running for the Heisman Trophy. They'll be getting out. Look what I'm doing.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Ross. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Red pass hits complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick completion to the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Gets open down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space.
Right off them, man.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better.
And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, the running back has it. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's
You're a
better
good
than
kid,
you and I
bro.
get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And as a quarterback, that's what you want to do on these deep go route type throws. You want to put a lot of air under it so your guy can turn around, locate it, and then make the catch.
Yeah, and that's so hard to stop. I mean, I'm running full speed down the field with a guy that's this fast, and I don't know where the ball is and when it's coming out, and trying to make a play on it is extremely difficult.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense gets set for second down. Off the RPO, complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 19 over Michigan. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Richmond. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top.
Good
Picked
kid.
off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he'll take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully, and the defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
I think we'll get by the half. Oh, yeah.
We're just about ready to start the second half.
Time clock offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's first down from the 37-yard line. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. They'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Morris. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Richmond. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Finds him out of the backfield. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Catch in the middle. It's more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The inside handoff. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 1st down from the 43. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Quick release on the RPO. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. The give to the tailback. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And nice job by the D defending the RPO. They didn't fight on the play fake too hard. Everybody was able to stay back, and they ultimately forced the incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down.
Oh,
and
let's
that
go.
ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And it'll be a touchdown. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops the throw. Got it in the middle, it's Richmond. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ross. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Deep shot to the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continued to fight, continued to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And some room to work.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're